are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the number one podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it. What?
At Tanagra, When the Walls Fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason.
Yep.
We're in a different space. We're in a different place than we normally are. Jesse's here. Preston's on his way. Gideon's here. He does not have a microphone. Stella is on the ones and zeros. And we're honored. We can be honored.
Yeah.
We have a guest on, Amie Whatserface.
Hello.
Well, that's rude.
Amie is famous because of the internet. She's on the internet.
Is that true?
I'm not famous, no.
Okay.
Well, you're internet
But
famous.
you are on the internet.
I am on the internet, yes.
Okay.
I am on the internet.
So here's the thing. We're a very, although Jesse's here, we are a pretty masculine podcast.
Okay.
And so we weren't sure, but it's very important to us to have our guests, we want our guests to be comfortable. That's very important. So like Dave, we said, let's meet Dave at a library. He's a cosmopolitan man of words. So we said, let's meet Dave I just call him Dave now.
Uh-huh.
Dave Landau.
Nice.
We're on a
First name basis.
Did he give you his cell phone number?
No.
Because he gave me his cell phone number.
He asked me if I'd come
No
open
big
for
deal.
him.
He gave me Glenn Beck's cell phone number.
Wait
So,
till your funeral.
Anyway, so we thought, well, how in being a masculine podcast, we weren't sure what to do with a female on the show. So we said, let's just have it in the kitchen because that makes the most sense.
I love it.
Okay, so we were like, do you agree with Burger King that women belong in the kitchen?
I think women are really happy when they're in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yes.
They're the
right.
happiest.
I think so, yeah.
Are you-
Like kids running around your hips and all that, yeah.
Are you familiar with the Burger King tweet? Women
No,
belong
I
in
was
the
just
kitchen?
going along
A
because
couple
I
years
do
ago,
agree.
Burger King, I think it was Burger King UK. I think it was whoever
Yeah.
handles their Twitter.
Oh, okay.
It was National Women's Day. No. It was National something day. It didn't really matter. But the tweet said women belong in the kitchen. But the point that they were trying to make, because these woke people just are stepping all over each other, just trying to position themselves. They were trying to say that being a chef is not a male only thing, because chefs, like big time chefs, are predominantly men.
right.
So they were trying to say women can be very successful chefs too, and so they're saying women belong in the kitchen, but of course that's not what it sounds like. So yeah.
Oh, that's great.
But we believe that women belong in the kitchen.
Yes, I do too.
I also think that men belong in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I like
Yeah.
to be in the kitchen, and so I don't want to show you up today, but I have something to prepare.
Oh, man.
It is it's a cuisine that Jason and I learned when we were in 8th grade in home ec class. Who was the home ec teacher?
Mrs. Stover.
Mrs. Stover. And every 8th grader at Elgin Junior High for years made this. So I'm going to get the ingredients out.
Okay.
it's
I have a
exciting.
kitchen thing. So we watch Pool Kings. Have you ever seen Pool Kings where they
No.
like dig pools in people's backyards and stuff? And they always dig the pool and then they also put in a kitchen. And they make this huge thing. It's an outdoor kitchen, the man cave, all this other stuff. And I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, this is crazy because for years it was an advantage to put the kitchen indoors. Now it's an advantage to put the kitchen outdoors. That's where it was to begin with.
That's neat.
I don't know. I think it's crazy.
All right. How do these things work? You probably know better than I do.
These are terrifying. It's like Jack's in the Box.
You didn't
Do
give
not
Dan
like
the same
that.
call this week.
No, I
It's
didn't.
gonna happen.
And I usually just do this.
You see, that was
Sorry, it scared me.
so.
Prim and
So
proper
here's what
is
you
the
do:
spoon.
is Mrs. Stover taught us this. So I did wash my hands in
Three
Sure,
days ago.
Jan.
Yeah.
so that just goes over there, and then these get cut up. So we can talk as I'm working. I don't know, Amie, you are on the internet because why are you on the internet? What's your deal? Why is it so important for you to be famous? What's your deal?
Why am I like to talk.
Okay.
I like to bake. I like to make videos of me baking.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I on the internet? I don't know.
You don't know. You just figured it's a space I belong in.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of, that's...
And so if people want to follow you on the internet, how do they do that?
They would go to pretty much anywhere and find me at Amie Whatserface.
Amie Whatserface.
Yes.
A-M-I-E.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A-M-I-E, yes.
We have a sister named Amy, but she spells it the right way.
Oh.
With the Y.
Now, do you know the song by Pure Perry League, though?
No, I
Amy?
don't.
Oh, you do, too. Everybody
I know
knows
the
that
song
song.
is
I don't know.
Stacy's mom.
I was named after that song, and the
Oh, okay.
spelling is A-M-I-E.
So
All right.
for the record, I told Dan not to be condescending to Dave because he'll do
You
this
never
sometimes.
told me not to be condescending to Amy Whatserface.
I know. I'm just letting you know that like this is
Oh, I welcome it.
okay.
Okay, good.
I
So
thrive
I don't
on
know if this is. Do you? I don't want to. Oh gosh, I don't want to mansplain here while I'm doing this.
Oh, I can handle
Do
it.
you know what mansplaining? See, mansplaining is when like a man
Has a correct
explains,
opinion.
like he understands
about
something.
something,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think I'm saying this probably in a way that you can understand it. But anyway,
Tell me
I'm
more.
cutting things here.
Tell me more, boss.
and I'm using the sharp end of the blade because that's how I
Mm-hmm.
do it. So I'm just putting it together. This is pizza bubble bread. When it's done, it's going to be delicious. Am I right, Jason?
Yeah, it's actually
I
delicious.
believe it's going to be good.
Because and Jason only got the best of ingredients, all Great Value brand stuff.
Oh,
so we're big
nice.
fans of the Great Value brand.
Nice.
You should
Yeah.
have had me go shopping. I only buy name brand.
You
All across the board.
Yeah, you spend too much. All
So
right.
you're not a biscuit and sauce snob, just a coffee snob?
No, I would never buy this.
Oh,
But Jason,
This is something I would buy because I have 5 kids
But
and
Jason-
groceries are
Right.
expensive.
Yeah.
Jason, it's true. Groceries are expensive. All right, so we're almost there. So, how do you feel about spoons? Are you a wooden spoon person, or what's the difference?
It depends on what it is. If
Okay.
I'm cooking with something non-stick, I'm going to use a wooden spoon. I also think they're best for getting like the bits off of the bottom of the pan. Oh my gosh.
I'm not masculine or feminine.
I think
yeah, I like
Amy
wooden
probably
spoons.
could have opened that.
All
for
right,
you.
Yeah,
there you go.
probably.
And then you just mix it all around.
This is like monkey
if I'm
bread.
remembering,
But with
I don't know
tomato
what monkey
sauce.
bread
if
is.
I'm remembering how
Oh.
Mrs. Stover taught us, I think this is what you do. Now, I have already, if we were on one of those fancy cooking shows, I'd have done this already, and then I could pull one out of the oven right now.
Yep.
But I am what's her name? What's that lady that's like the
Paula
cooking
Deen.
show person? Paula Deen?
Paula Deen.
What's the other one?
Martha Stewart.
Rachel Ray.
Rachel
Oh,
Ray. She's
Rachel
the one
Ray.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Paula Deen fan.
You're
more-
Paula Deen?
I like the butter.
Yeah, that's her thing.
So,
There's no butter in
that's
there.
my thing, too.
Listen,
Three
Rachel Ray,
ingredients.
though.
So now I'm going to put it in the oven.
All right.
And in 25 minutes. So
Did you start?
what's 25 plus 8?
32ish.
33.
33? Okay. All right. I'm just going to put this over here.
Did you start the oven? Did you preheat?
He preheated the oven.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
this is a
so now that's
controversy in my
going.
house.
All right.
Do you store anything in your oven when it's not being used?
No, all of my kids do, but I don't.
Yeah. So
They were not raised
we
that
grew
way.
we grew up putting bread and chips and stuff like
Oh,
that
I
in the
thought
oven.
you meant like pans.
Well, no, that too. Anything.
Okay.
You just put it in the oven. And my wife and I, the first 2 or 3 years of our marriage, she about burned down our house 3 or 4 times because she'd go to preheat the oven and there's bread or chips.
Right,
in the
that's
oven.
what I would think about. Yeah, like
But you don't check first?
no, because usually it's my like I'm the one running that show, so I know
Okay.
there's nothing in the oven. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that would scare me.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to just get started, or
Yeah, just do normal stuff.
We're just going to normal show.
Yeah.
Amy, anytime you want to pipe in, just go ahead and pipe in. Jesse,
Not so much.
we know
Yeah.
how to mute your microphone. So I want to start today.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
I have a controversial opinion. So, we went on vacation last week. We went to North Carolina to the beach. And on the way back, Abby really wanted to go to Chick-fil-A on the way back. There was a Chick-fil-A on the way, and she said, I want to go to Chick-fil-A. I said, okay, we can go to Chick-fil-A. So we pull up, and the line is incredibly long. I mean, just incredibly long. And right across the street is a KFC that's like,
Yeah.
there's nobody there, And my controversial opinion is that Chick-fil-A is fine. It's like fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. I don't dislike it. I've never had Chick-fil-A and thought, oh, this is disgusting. I hate
No.
this. Never once.
But
it's-
also not like, oh my gosh, this is
Right.
amazing.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, and they always make a big deal about the sauce. What's the sauce?
I like the Chick-fil-A
The Chick-fil-A
sauce.
sauce.
Fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I don't understand
the better
why.
chicken place is Raising Cane's.
Okay.
No, haram.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's some Muslim thing. I don't know. It just means no, you're wrong.
Some
That's terrible.
Oh, I thought you were talking about another
disgusting.
chicken
Oh, I
place.
thought that was
too.
another chicken place. Like haram? Is this like a new
What's
one?
karam?
Oh, no.
What? So what do you Raising Cane's? How do you feel about Raising Cane's?
I think it's good. I like the Texas toast they put in.
Yes.
I usually say extra on
Yes.
that. I'm more of like a hot wing person. Like Roosters is my number one.
I like Roosters. You like Hot Chicken Takeover?
They're okay.
Okay, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
the chicken people, they seem to know how to advertise. I think that's
Yes.
their deal. Like they know how to do that.
Yeah, they're good at that.
That was my controversial opinion. Is that Chick-fil-A is fine.
I don't think it's controversial at all.
I think a lot of people agree.
But in
Why?
in the church world, those people are
Yeah.
nuts. Those people are like, oh, Chick-fil-A.
What do you mean those
people are afraid to betray the Jesus chicken.
That's right.
They are.
Just because
I
it closed
get
on
it.
Sunday doesn't mean that Jesus prefers
Right.
Chick-fil-A.
Right.
You don't think Jesus prefers Chick-fil-A?
No,
I think he does.
I don't think
They're
so.
the most profitable fast food chain by a mile, with all the other ones close to it combined, and they're closed one day.
That's impressive.
God is favoring Chick-fil-A.
I believe
It is
that.
impressive.
I think you know what's crazy is there's a Chick-fil-A stand or whatever at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can get
yeah.
the different things,
But they're closed on Sundays.
That's funny.
and they won't serve during NFL. I mean, if it's a Monday night game,
Yeah.
they'll be open. If it's like a random Saturday game,
You want to hear? This will blow your mind. So Stell started working at Tim Hortons here in Marion.
all right,
Okay.
all right.
She said, and I have no reason to doubt her, that the Marion Chick-fil-A is the
There's no Marion Chick-fil-A.
sorry. The Marion Tim Hortons
Okay.
is the second most profitable Tim Hortons in Ohio.
I believe it.
It's always busy.
It crushes.
It's always busy.
It crushes.
I think it even got busier after they brought Dunkin' in basically across
Yeah.
the street because Dunkin' is such a dumpster fire
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
that
Tim's.
everyone's like,
It's my
screw
favorite.
that.
I'm
going to Tim's.
convinced they could put a
Yeah.
Tim Hortons across the street and they'd both be full.
Yeah.
It's that crazy all the time.
That's how it is in Lancaster. That's where my
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
were raised. And our Tim Hortons there was insane all the time. There were two, one on each side of town, and I mean, you were always almost out in the street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the line.
I don't like it because I like it, but I'm
You know
not
what I
waiting
don't
in
like?
line.
They got rid of their sour cream glazed donut.
Oh,
I like the
yes.
sour cream.
That was the
And
best
I'm
one.
not a big cake donut person,
I love
but
cake
that cake donut
really good.
is
It's a
freaking
perfect.
divine.
It's a perfect thing.
And you can't get them anywhere. Like
know.
Kroger for a while, even their Kroger like store brand donut holes, they had
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sour cream glaze, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. They just disappeared.
Stella, what's
I don't know
going
what
on?
the heck's going on?
Come on, make it happen. Just tell Tim that you want to bring back the sour cream glazed donut.
Do they know that you and your entire family have subscriptions to their competitor?
I don't think
Oh,
Panera is
listen.
a competitor.
Listen,
Oh,
I am pretty upset. Have you been to Panera in the last day? They moved
2 days ago.
They moved the lemonade. It's behind the counter now. It's not self-serve. Listen,
Sneaky little rats.
So
Well.
you can't. I normally do my own Arnold
Blend.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So now you just have to go behind the table to steal drinks.
Because
Got
I
it.
don't like it too sweet. So
Yeah,
I
I
do
know.
like 30% and 70%.
so is it like special lemonade? Is it like their own?
it's charged lemonade.
It's a. Oh,
It's-
wait a minute.
I'm talking like the
Oh, I don't care about that.
mint strawberry.
I'm talking about just the normal lemonade.
Oh no,
Oh,
no! I get so they have a lemonade.
but you fill up your own container.
I got a plus
You're
one.
cheating. No, it's not. That's not a thing.
It's-
though.
it's plus
you
one.
say it's a just
It is.
because you say that. Oh, it's a plus one. That's
is a
not
plus
thing.
one.
They
No,
don't
it's my
advertise-
thing.
They don't
Yeah.
advertise that. That's not a thing that they allow you to.
I
do
might
it.
be the reason why they moved it behind the counter. I don't know.
I went there the other day. So Jason goes there maybe 4 or 5 times a day, and he's got it figured out.
5 times.
Not quite.
At
And
least
he
two.
and he goes.
Do you know about the subscription?
No, I don't.
okay. Explain the
is
subscription.
fab- It's $10 a month,
Yeah.
$11 a month, something like that. And every 2 hours, you can get another drink.
Oh my gosh.
Coffee, lemonade.
At any Panera in
any-
the world.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
it's pretty great.
That's awesome.
You know, it really pays for
So
itself.
when we went on vacation in Panama City, we stopped at 7 Paneras on the way down and back, and didn't spend a dime.
That's right.
That's
So
awesome.
it's a good deal, but Jason brings his own giant cup and fills it up, which is not allowed. I mean, they
It's-
don't
it's-
stop you. but
You know,
you're
it's on
just
the
one of
line.
those people.
And now the lemonade is moved.
How do you feel?
Now they
Yeah,
moved the
it's
lemonade.
your fault.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? What's your opinion on people who order water and then put pop in the cup? Worst people on the face of the earth or not?
I think I've done it. So no, they're not.
I've done it.
I did when I was a child.
I mean, what is it? 5 cents
Yeah.
when you really.
The problem is they give you the little cup. Like the water cup's a little cup.
You know, what is that about?
I know.
Went through the drive-thru the other day and I said I wanted a large ice water and I got an extra large Tim Hortons coffee. This large ice water is this big.
Tiny. Yeah.
And it's
not
like
large.
the sippy cup thing.
What the heck,
Can't even
Stella?
put a straw in there.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on, Stella.
Here's my problem. Here's okay. Let's do this. Let's rank because you're a coffee person. By the way, why haven't you offered us your sweets, the things that you've made? Because I would
My
love to eat
sweets.
these. What are they?
I've got chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
I've got oatmeal raisin cookies. I've got what I call a brookie. It's a brownie cookie. And then I've got some Rice Krispies treats.
A chocolate chip
under
cookie is
there.
the superior cookie.
So.
I'll take one.
They got a little melty.
What's the one
but
that you did with the butter
Oh
and the
my
lard? Did you do
goodness.
that one?
I didn't bring. I didn't like it. You know what? It was a little gamey.
Okay.
It was a little gamey.
Okay.
Put
I'm
chicken
not
in it?
using the lard anymore on cookies.
Isn't that what gamey means?
Gamey?
Chickeny?
Like,
I thought it meant-
like there was a meat
Meat-
essence to it. Nah.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
A meat cookie? Come on.
What is this? England, 1890?
Mucky-
Sure.
I like a meat pie. You put salt on this thing? Oh my
I do. A little
goodness.
sea salt on top.
All right, yeah, push it over to fat boy over there.
Heck yeah. Ugh, that thing weighs.
I mean, I got this coffee.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Amy. This is pretty good. This is fantastic.
Good. My favorite is the oatmeal raisin.
I don't think there's anything better than a chocolate chip cookie in the world. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's, yeah.
Mount Rushmore. Well, we don't have to do Mount Rushmore. Let's just rank fast food coffee.
Okay.
I'm very interested. So, Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts. We could throw Starbucks in there. McDonald's. I don't know. Is there anywhere else that's like popular for their coffee? People like White Castle coffee. Did you know that?
Yeah. Wendy's. Wendy's coffee.
We can throw that one in there too.
But did you say Burger King? Because some people like that.
Some people
Some
like
people
the
like
Burger King.
Yeah.
I think they're a Seattle's best thing.
Okay.
So,
Jesse, make some more noise on the.
if you could be louder, that'd be great.
Listen, this is your son's fault. I opened mine perfectly fine, and then he passed it to me because he couldn't open it.
Okay. I'm being sarcastic. Stop making noise.
All right, what's the best fast food coffee?
Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
You say Tim Hortons?
me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Good
like
stuff.
the Tim Hortons lid.
I hate the Tim Hortons lid.
Well, yeah.
Oh, because once you're open,
It's
you're done.
awful.
It's
Yeah.
the worst lid.
It's the worst lid.
That is a problem.
The lid
You can
to
ask
coffee.
for the dome lid.
Yeah.
The one that they'll put that on teacups. If you get tea, but you can ask for the dome lid. That's just got. But it's still the superior lid is the McDonald's lid.
100%.
They
Yeah.
have hacked
Yeah.
the lid.
And the McDonald's cup is a double-walled cup.
Yep.
It's
Which Tim
far
Hortons
That's
is
true.
not.
It's thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you roll up the rim to win, you're done. You're not going to have a lid for the rest of the.
they
You know,
still do
sometimes
that?
I get a little too excited. I'm like, ooh, I want to see if I got a car, and then I'm,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble for the rest.
I'd never
Yeah,
get the
so
car.
Tim
Experience.
Hortons, the coffee, the experience of drinking the coffee is not nearly as good as McDonald's. McDonald's has hacked the system. They have really figured it out. The double-walled cup is a very good cup. The lid is perfect because the hole is very big, so you can actually drink it, and it's not like doing that like glug, 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 glug
Yeah.
thing, you know?
It doesn't have the spiky things on
It
it.
doesn't have the spiky things on it. It's way better. So, and I'm a big fan of the McDonald's coffee. Like I like
It's
it.
good.
McCafe. It's good. I prefer Tim Hortons coffee to McDonald's coffee, but the McDonald's coffee experience is better with the cup and the lid,
Agreed.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Worst, if you're just getting a cup of coffee.
I
gotta
don't
tell
know.
you, Starbucks is not great.
Starbucks is not on my. I don't normally go to Starbucks.
If I'm gonna get a cup of coffee at Starbucks, I'll get the blonde roast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A lot of caffeine in that.
I also like to order a tall hot blonde. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Erica loves it when I do that.
I
So
was gonna say it, but my mouth is full.
yeah, I figured. Okay.
Okay, so was Preston?
Preston's just running behind. See, this is why we got started without him because you just can't count on him. Because he's like has to work every day.
Was that a group text message?
Yeah.
WTF, dudes?
We took you out.
I see that.
Did Jesse get taken out?
Yeah.
I'm not in it.
Sorry,
Your,
Jesse.
your texts were getting obnoxious.
I send like 2 a week.
and they're obnoxious.
They're better than yours.
I don't know about that.
We have a text group, and this is getting dramatic. We'll talk about
Not
this
anymore.
later. So, well, you and I will start one of our own. I think I put that in at 8, and it said 25 minutes. So what's 8 plus 25?
We just did this. It's 33.
33.
Okay.
Good job.
I'm woman-splaining.
All right, Jason.
Okay, let's talk about fat people.
Okay. Oh, because we're going to talk about my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're a fan of the show?
Yes.
You like it?
I do.
Are you
Me
a
and my
fan of-
kids are sickies.
Do you
and
also like hoarders?
I do.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It's
The
the
one
same thing.
episode, the bucket, I don't know if I can say what
Yeah.
she was doing with it.
What? What's she doing with the bucket?
You know
I'll
what.
say it.
There's
I'll
a
say it.
show.
Juki?
Pooping in
Oh,
it.
pooping in the bucket.
And she's just holding it with her bare hand.
So, is there a bag in the bucket?
No.
It's just a. It's
She
just a
dumps it
bucket.
in the yard and brings it back in.
So there's a new show on, I think it's on HGTV, called Dirty Rotten Cleaners. I don't know if you're familiar with
No.
this, but this is a company in Florida that they get hired to go into these houses to clean them out. So it's the company that does the
Yeah, yeah,
cleaning.
yeah.
And it's all hoarder stuff too. And yeah, there was a lady in this one house that she was collecting jars of pee. Like,
So was the poop bucket.
I don't understand that.
I don't
like,
get it.
It was her
I mean,
mom who
I
does
understand.
mother's pee.
Here's what I understand. I understand if your toilet is clogged and you can't go,
Yeah.
and you gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. Now I understand going and then dumping it in the yard. All right. Now, have I done that?
Yeah.
Sure.
How do you do that in a loft?
In a loft, it's out the window and just hope that nobody's walking on the street. That's how they did it in London
Yeah.
a long time ago.
True. That's true. I forgot about that. When
So
Jack
that's
the
how we
Ripper
do
was
it in
running
Marion.
amok.
But what I don't understand is keeping it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. What's the compulsion to, like, I understand, like, I'm going to keep old napkins or something. Like, okay, maybe you could repurpose that. What are you keeping the pee
You know,
for?
listen,
I think-
you might need it later.
Might need it. Yep. that might
What do
be
you
it.
think, Amie?
I think it is. So, what hoarders, they are afraid that they're getting rid of the day, the experience, the thing that, and I know, with urine, it's like, okay, what
They're
they
getting rid of the day.
They're getting rid of that day that they got that thing.
Like they're
or what-
purging. Like they don't want to purge.
Right. They don't want
They
to.
want to live in the moment.
They want to hold on to every moment, everything that happens, and that's
Right.
the nature of.
So that's where the compulsion to hold on to your own crap and pee
I think so.
comes from. Okay. But so I feel like there's a parallel because with my 600-pound life and with hoarders, there's usually some parallels. And one of those is there's always, especially on my 600-pound life, there's always an enabler, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you cannot be that heavy without an enabler.
Somebody's getting you the food.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and now I mean they've got the stuff where Uber Eats and
I
stuff.
know.
Right,
You know,
right.
you can get McDonald's delivered to your house.
Oh yeah.
Have you ordered?
No.
Have you ever ordered from Uber?
Oh, I have to have
Grubhub?
food delivered.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I just don't know these people that are bringing. I just don't
I know.
trust
I know.
those people.
I haven't done it a whole lot. I did deliver for Uber Eats for a short time.
Okay. So
Did you ever steal a fry?
all right. See,
The answer is
Yeah.
yes.
Real talk.
You know.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a tot. More like a tot. If there's
tot.
a tot and I just sitting there.
Sonic tot.
Who's gonna know?
Where are the
You know.
tots? Where are the tots? Sonic?
I can't read. One of those places that.
who else has tots?
Does Steak and Shake have
It was in
tots?
Texas. What's the place we do at Whataburger? I think
Whataburger.
might have been a
Oh,
Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
I like
Something from
Whataburger.
the bag of Whataburger. Yeah.
When I got my phone, I lived in Tulsa, and I didn't realize my phone had hooked up when I moved in my new apartment till it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I picked up the phone and there was a dial tone. This is like a long time ago, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
And I was so excited that I had a phone, but I was like, I didn't want to wake anybody up, so I called Whataburger because they're 24/7. And so I just called Whataburger, and they're like, "How can I help you?" And I was like, "I just got a new phone."
That's funny.
So yeah, that's my experience with Whataburger. So you like my 600-pound life? Did you know that Marion has 2 contestants? Contestants? What are they called?
Participants?
Yeah. Why do you think you like my 600-pound life? Is it to make you feel better
because
about
it
yourself?
makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I do. Hoarders and 600-pound life. I'm bad. I'm not that
But
bad.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
I like, I don't know what it is about it. It's just that, oh my gosh, like, it's the freak show. It's an absolute freak show. And it's fun to watch it.
Have you seen the animal hoarders?
No.
That's horrifying. Like they've got like 89 cats. What?
Jesse's an animal hoarder.
Well, yeah,
but-
I mean, he has a dog kennel.
I kind of get paid to do it though.
Have you seen it? The Animal Hoarders?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, they've got like dozens and dozens of. Usually, it's one pet, like cats
One kind.
or dogs. Yeah.
Well, I can say like people that do reptiles, a lot of them become animal hoarders. Like I almost went down the slippery slope.
Of
Yeah,
a
you
reptile
did.
hoarder.
There
That's
was, yeah,
true.
there
I
was a period
remember.
where I had like 3 snakes, 4 lizards.
We had conversations like behind your back. Like we were about ready to have an intervention for you. It was
Ooh, that's
close.
another show, Intervention.
Yeah.
That's a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of all but one, so now I just have a snake.
So no joke. I was at Meijer yesterday. There's in the produce section a lady with an iguana on her shoulder.
It's probably a service animal.
Wow.
Yeah, it probably was a service animal.
Jeez.
It might have been. It might like be one of those iguanas that know when you're gonna have a stroke or something, and then it just like
Yeah,
starts
one of
freaking
those.
out. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Let me pull up. There was a couple questions. Well, there's a couple questions that people had on. So
I
one
have
of the
I have a fat thing.
Okay, do the fat
that we
thing.
can talk about. So I feel like something's happening in the world that I feel like of all the different people groups. So like for instance, when Disney has a cartoon and if there's a black character, it has to be voiced by a black actor. Like that's a big deal, right? Or if it's like Asian, it has to be like I think in the live action Lion King, it was like it had to be all African people, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
that was like
yeah.
a big deal.
That's
you know?
messed up, by the way.
That is messed up because then we would have never had the lovely Jonathan Taylor Thomas play Simba, you know, and our lives would have been all and Matthew Broderick, by the way, who kicked it out of the park.
Robin Williams as Aladdin.
Come on, what are we
Or,
talking?
Right.
the
Or
genie.
the genie,
yeah, we got to find a blue person to do that now.
Right.
So, but it's happening again. There's discrimination happening that's being missed, and the discrimination is I've seen 2 movies in the last couple of months that needed that the actor had to get fat, like wear like a fat thing, like suit for. So there's a movie on Netflix with Adam Driver called White Noise. Okay, it's called White Noise. It is a crazy movie. Jason, you would probably like it. But Adam Driver wears like he's wearing like a fat suit.
Oh,
like,
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a stomach, you know. And then the new movie with Matt Damon called Air about the Michael Jordan shoes. Jesse, have you seen that movie?
I've not seen it
You
yet.
need to watch that movie. You would like it. But it's about Michael Jordan's shoe contract and all that stuff. And Matt Damon's wearing like he's obviously, he's not actually put on weight for this. Like, why do we have to hire, actors that are in shape to put on when I'm right here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I've been thinking that this entire time. I'm like, I'm missing out on an entire career to Matt Damon, who I'm sure I'm at least as good of an
And
actor
it's not,
as.
and by the way, it's not believable, because we all know he's in really good shape. Like his face, like Jesse, you have a fat body, obviously, but you also have a fat face. Thank you. And that's
Listen, it could be a moneymaker.
and that's the thing that Matt Damon doesn't have. I'm like, sure, he's got the stomach. We know that's not real.
Yep.
But he doesn't have the fat
What's
face.
the Kevin James line where he doesn't want to lose too much weight?
He said, well, that's funny when he talks about not wanting to lose too much weight. And then he says that weight loss is all about goals. It's about having attainable goals. And he said, for instance, my goal is that I don't jiggle when I brush my teeth, which is a pretty
Oh my
good one.
gosh.
So,
No, he's like,
but he is all talking to me. He's like, I don't want to be the kind of person that's like, I don't want to get too thin, like a fat person that's been on a diet for 5 days. Yeah.
Well, he's like, I don't have a thin guy face.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have a thin guy face.
It's a very wide face.
So,
Okay, so
Anyway,
there's
so-
a couple questions. Do you have more to that?
nope, that's
Okay.
it. Just
Fat people should play fat people.
Fat people.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, if
Well, what if? Okay, so what if? Who's the guy? Who's the Batman guy?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale lost a ton of weight for that one movie. He looked like
I'm
a skeleton.
fine with that.
So if you add weight, so
Well,
Brendan Fraser.
I think he played Dick Cheney in a movie, and he put a bunch of weight on to play Dick Cheney, which
Brendan
I'm
Fraser put on all that weight for that movie
for the whale.
right?
The Whale. Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're okay if you put
Listen,
in the hard
if you're
work.
committed to it. Like Jesse and I, we put in the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jesse, how many White Castles did you eat yesterday?
17.
Jesse, you know what I mean? Like, you think that's easy to do?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's really not.
You should be rewarded for that.
Now, do you ever do that while watching My 600-Pound Life? Because that's what me and the kids like to do.
No, I did it in the car from Delaware to Marion. I just
Okay.
shoved them down there.
yeah.
Do you normally eat when you watch My 600-Pound Life?
Yeah, me and the kids like to do that. We get
Yeah.
a big thing of Rooster's wings and
That's the best.
dumpster tots and just go to town.
Dumpster tots.
Okay,
Yes.
so a couple questions while we're waiting. Are we almost at the pizza?
We're almost there.
Okay, so
It
What?
seems like
We're
it's been
past.
5 minutes.
I think we should be past.
You were like,
It was
5 minutes
This
past.
said 8 minutes.
No.
Well, at 25.
I think you
let's-
should put the
I-
cheese
Yeah,
on.
we said
I'm gonna go check.
6:33.
I'm gonna check on it.
Okay,
It
check
says
on
it should be lightly golden
Okay.
brown.
So a couple questions. These are submitted on Twitter. Toby McVoy. Do you know Toby McVoy? You should act like you do because he acts like he knows you.
I
He
think
says,
I do, yes.
Amie, do you have any cooking failures?
Oh, yeah. So, yes, I know who that is, actually,
Okay.
yes. There is one, and I asked my daughter about this. I saw that question come in, and she said, no, I can't remember anything, Mom, of course, because what's she going to say, that I failed?
Yeah.
At something in the kitchen. But anyway, then I remembered that when I was like 16, I used to watch Saturday morning cooking shows on PBS. I loved them. Justin Wilson, The Cajun Cook, all those.
What was the lady that looked? Oh,
That's, oh my gosh.
Julia
Child.
Julia Child. Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
Do you remember how old are you? Is that
I'm
okay to ask?
43.
How old are you? What?
43.
43. Okay. Do you remember America's Funniest People? So there's America's Funniest Home Videos, but there was a show hosted by Dave Coulier. Cut it out, that guy. It was
Oh.
called America's Funniest People.
Oh.
Do you remember that show?
Gosh.
It'd been like
Kind of.
1990, maybe.
Kind of.
Do you remember that show?
No.
They came to Marion,
Oh.
and do you know this that I tried out?
Yeah, you've told the story before.
Okay.
You tell it again.
And I did an impression as I was like an 8-year-old kid. And I remember my mom was watching Julia Childs on TV, and I thought it was funny. So I was like making fun of it. I was like doing an impression, and she thought it was funny. And she was like, you should go to the mall and do your impression of Julia Childs. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So I was 8 years old, and I did not get on the show. I did not
Aw.
make it. Anyway.
Can you still do the impersonation?
No, I don't remember anything.
Okay.
So you grew up watching Saturday morning cooking shows,
PBS, yeah.
and you're 16 years old, and you
So-
said, I can cook too.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the time I was like 9 or 10, I would go in the kitchen afterwards and try to make something and dirty it up, and my mom would get upset, But then, for some reason, I hadn't learned how to properly boil water by the time I was 16, I guess, because I went in to boil water for some recipe I was trying to make, and I put a glass, like Pyrex bowl in, with the water in that, put that on the stovetop, and it exploded. And I mean, shrapnel.
Yeah.
Nobody was in there.
Jesse, you've done that.
I just exploded a cup in the sink the other day because I poured hot grease in it. Normally, I do that with like mason jars, and they never break.
They're tempered, yeah.
But apparently the cup was not, and so I just was like, I need somewhere to put this grease, and I poured it in the cup, and boom!
Watch out.
That's hot.
Nice.
Okay, so a couple more questions. This is from Jules, Queen of the
Oh, yes.
Potheads. You know Jules. Says, what is your favorite karaoke song to sing?
Oh, probably Creep by Radiohead.
Okay. That was in the
I
new
know
Guardians
that's very
movie.
basic, but I do like to do that.
Have you seen the new Guardians?
No, I haven't.
It opens with that song. We watched
Oh.
it last night. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Dan, what are you putting on that?
This is pizza blend cheese. It's shredded, low moisture, part skim mozzarella, and mild cheddar cheese. How do you grate your own cheese? We grate
I do.
our.
Depends on what I'm making. They do put like plastics in this.
Yeah,
so it
I
depends.
never get cheese grated. I always grate my own cheese or
Okay.
slice it. But I'm fancy.
I do buy the pre-shredded though, because sometimes I'm just in a hurry.
All right.
I eat a lot of nachos and cheese.
Okay,
And
you
I
got to
don't-
put that back in for 3 minutes.
Yeah, Jason, I know how to make it.
Okay. Preston.
Oh, isn't it nice that Preston's joining us?
Finally.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids.
How was work?
People don't know how to count. I thought this was. I thought we passed first grade, but I was wrong.
Okay.
So
You need to tell them to shove it.
Okay, a couple more questions.
All right, here we go.
While we have them. So next, Jules had 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
She says, I'm almost 6 foot tall. I know that you're tall too. Would you date a man shorter than you?
I have, and yes.
You have, and yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next, she wants to know if she could be VP if you run for president.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Jules, you can absolutely.
Do you have a plan to run for president?
I mean, I don't.
We don't have a whole lot of choices right now.
Yeah.
I would vote for you. One of my favorite moments ever was when Zach Galifianakis was interviewing Barack Obama.
Oh, gosh,
And
yeah.
he asked him, "What is it like to be the last black president?"
Did you see the
That's
one
pretty
where
funny.
where he was doing Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, that one was great. And he was at the end of it. He was like, "Hey, this went really well. We should keep in contact. What's the best way to reach you? Like email or
Right.
Do you
That's great.
think that those are pre-hashed
Yes.
out?
Yeah, they cleared them with their people for sure. There's no doubt about that. Zach Galifianakis is crazy liberal. You know what I mean? But at
Yeah.
least he's like poking fun at these people.
Right.
You know.
So okay.
Those are all the questions.
Well, I mean, there was more, but those were the ones. They were kind of spread out. Do you remember any more? I hate to leave everybody out, but the problem is I posted. I've
Well-
been over posting lately.
When I realized that I wasn't supposed to reply on there,
Yeah.
I stopped reading them because
Oh,
it was
I
hard
gotcha.
to not.
I got something.
Okay.
So growing up, you're walking down the street. You want to avoid to as you're walking, like on the sidewalk. What do you want to avoid doing? When
Making
you're-
eye contact with people.
Okay. No, you're a kid.
Oh.
You're a kid.
Oh, the cracks.
What is the crack?
Break your mother's back.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So you step on a crack, you break your mama's back. Have you guys heard this one before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maddox does it all the time.
All right. So
Purposely
On
stepped on
purpose.
it?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm
Guys,
at,
stop
at
it.
vacation last week. We're walking. We did a lot of walking,
Yeah.
more than I cared to do. And there's these kids walking in front of us, and they say, "You ready for this?
Yeah.
Step on a line, you break your father's spine."
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
How
I've
have
not
I
heard that
never
one.
heard this
Have
one
you heard
before?
that?
Never
No.
heard that.
Is that a thing, or is that?
I've never
No.
heard of that.
It feels like we could have made that up.
Those are homeschool kids.
You think so?
Yep.
So it feels like a Netflix suggestion of the week. Tom, I think by the time the song's
Oh,
over,
that's a
the
good
cheese should
hit
be
us,
melted, nicely melted.
Netflix, watch these shows of those. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so.
Okay, so
you
a
never
little
know.
controversial here.
What?
Is the
What?
song over?
Yeah, it just
Okay,
ended, yeah.
Sorry. A little controversial here. I looked at it, and although the cheese was melted, by the way, I would not have gotten. I know it said pizza cheese.
Yeah.
But pizza cheese is white, and it shouldn't be yellow.
That's
It should
a blend.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think that's the Mexican cheese with the
It's
wrong
not-
packaging.
No, it said pizza. I got
Well,
the
it's
one
great
that said-
value, so it's
That's
entirely
true.
possible.
What's the thing?
It's a little controversial here.
Yeah.
I looked at it, and it's melted. It's
Yeah.
doing what it should do. But I said, you know what I'm going to do?
Let
I'm
it-
going to broil it for like
Heck
60
yeah.
seconds.
Brown cheese is the best.
Is that the right move?
Yes.
As a cooking professional.
Heck
Did
yeah.
you grease the pan?
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Everybody get your forks out.
You didn't grease the pan, did you?
Did it call to grease the pan?
It called to grease the pan.
mean-
I don't
it's
remember
kind
Mrs. Stover telling us to grease the pan.
Oh, she told us.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not grease the pan.
Okay. It might be kind of sticky situation.
That's fine.
Gonna have to
Okay.
soak that one for a little
All right,
while.
Jason,
My Netflix,
what is your Netflix
yeah,
suggestion?
My
of the
Netflix
week?
suggestion of the week is kitchen themed.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Cutthroat Kitchen?
Yes.
I love Cutthroat
Is
Kitchen.
that Gordon Ramsay?
Alton Brown. Who's the best?
Yeah.
I
You're
love
him.
him.
You like Alton
But
Brown?
he's the best.
Okay.
He's the
Let's-
food scientist.
He is. Well, after this, we'll do the Mount Rushmore of food celebrities.
Oh, we should
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
do that.
We'll wait till after the Netflix.
Okay.
Okay. So mine is Cutthroat Kitchen. It's found, I think, on Hulu.
I know this
Do we
is
know that? Yeah.
ridiculous for me to say, but
Yeah.
isn't Alton Brown like just really pretentious though?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You would love him.
Yeah. That's true. I am pretentious.
No, that show's great. So they start off with 4 contestants, and they sabotage them one at a time. And you can buy the sabotages to put on other people, and they get eliminated one by one.
Okay.
And it really is a great show. The kids like it, right? You guys like it? Yeah. It's fun.
Very enthusiastic over there. He's doing good. So my Netflix suggestion of the week is similar to what we were talking about earlier. I mentioned Dirty Rotten Cleaners, and it's okay. But that kind of led us down a trail to a show called Hoarders Flip. So it's these people that find a hoarder house and then they flip it and sell it.
Yeah.
And Erica and I have torn through. There's only one season, and we only have. No, I think we watched the last episode last night. There's only 8 episodes. In the last 3 days, we watched all 8 episodes. And so they take a house. It's all in Canada, which you got to overlook that. But it's all in Canada. Oh, I better get that stuff out. You think I better get it out?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep on talking.
Okay. Canada
Has a lot of hoarders.
has a lot of hoarders. I don't know. I've never seen the show. I don't. Amy? What are you watching?
Well, I would suggest Kath and Kim, because just
don't know
most
what that
people don't
is.
know about that, but
Yeah, what
it's
is
an
it?
Australian comedy, and it's awesome. And they have every season on
What's
there.
it
and
on?
It's Netflix.
Okay.
Yep, Kath and Kim. It's hilarious.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna try this out.
Jason, you're going to have to either talk or serve the pizza.
I'll serve the pizza.
All right. So I think my broiling is going to pay off. Preston, this is pizza bubble bread. I made it myself.
Okay.
Is it? See, it's not sticking. Oh, we should get forks out. Jesse, there's forks behind you. Right over there. This is pizza bubble bread. Mrs. Stover taught us how to make it. And it's amazing. All right. The Hoarders flip is pretty good. We really like it a lot. It's like Hoarders with a happy ending. Because I feel like Hoarders never has a happy ending.
Not often. No.
Almost never.
Thank you.
What do you think the winning percentage on My 600-Pound Life is? Like 5%?
I wish we knew.
3.
You know, they don't.
Yeah,
give
but
you
that's
that.
why you find them on Facebook, right?
Yeah, then you got to search for them. Yeah.
Do you do that, Jason? What's that? Do you find these people on Facebook?
Oh,
This-
I
My
look them
Six-
up.
Yeah,
The
my
600
600-pound
Life.
Oh, I always look them up because they always have a Facebook page, and it's always the saddest Facebook page ever because it starts off
Sitting
like
there
you
with
go
the
back in the
grabber.
timeline, and they're very excited about being on the show and their journey, and you come with me on that journey, and then you just follow it, and about 5 months later, it's just. It's radio silence for a while, and then all of a sudden you see them start to post, and it's just ugly. So this looks
Looks good. Very cheesy.
I think you're supposed to let it set for like 20 minutes before you.
maybe I don't know.
in.
You know what?
Maybe.
It's biscuits and cheese and pizza sauce. You know what I
can't
mean?
go
Like
wrong.
how could it? Some things you just don't have to overthink them. That's hot, Jason. You got to be careful.
You're gonna have to bleep that. Sorry.
No, that's not great.
It
All right,
got me on the hand. Got me pretty good.
you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hot.
Have you guys ever watched My Strange Addiction?
No.
Oh my god.
That's like people who eat glass.
Yeah,
right?
or like the insides of couches and stuff. It's crazy.
Or like cremated.
Go back to that.
they
Human ashes? Is that I
Yes,
forgot about
ashes,
her.
yeah.
She was crazy.
they eat the inside of couches. We'll
and
get to
their
the ashes
husband's
in-
ashes.
Well,
I was just
first of all,
reminded.
I'm more interested in the inside of couches. Like
Really?
the cushioning. Is that what they're eating?
Yes, the foam.
The foam.
Eating
They
it.
foam
eat the
eaters.
foam.
Yes.
Jesse, what does foam taste like?
What?
Never mind.
Oh,
I
and the
saw a
guy
guy.
who-
I saw a guy. He ate a car, an entire car, one piece at a time.
You
It's
know
funny
what?
you just said that because I was going to say the guy who was in love with
I
his
was.
car.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I was just.
And
thinking
there was
that.
an update posted to TikTok the other day. Apparently now they're doing updates to the My Strange Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So he, wanted to let everyone know that he's no longer with Lucille or whatever the heck he named this thing. So for a minute you're like, oh, thank God he got help. And then he goes, I now have a new love, and it's this new car he just bought. It's like, jeez.
Okay,
Also,
Amy.
I want to watch that show.
Honest opinion: pizza bubble bread. Is it a winner?
Heck yeah, it's delicious. Heck yeah.
You know what? Some things you don't have to overthink. It's
Right.
just like it's carbs and it's cheese and it's pizza sauce.
Throw some pepperonis in there.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly though, like that's what you would do. Like I would throw some pepperonis
I
in there.
put some mushrooms in.
What do you feel about the diced pepperonis? Like school pizza. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the school pizzas,
Yeah.
but the rectangle.
This tastes like school pizza. That's what it tastes
Kind
like.
of does.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to know, you watched me make it. So I think
Three ingredients.
three ingredients, and I did not grease the pan, and it worked out just
It's
fine.
non-sticking.
I think I have a
I
theory.
burned myself.
I'm sure you did, Jason. Do you need some ice? We can
No.
do some ice.
You're not supposed to put ice on a burn.
I always do, and I burn myself weekly. I believe that preheating is a conspiracy created by
The big energy company.
big energy companies.
I agree.
I don't think preheating is mostly necessary. What do you feel about that?
I think you got to preheat. You got to preheat. Well,
Because you're talking consistency.
Are you in the pocket of big energy?
no, of course not.
Okay. Well,
Because you're talking consistency on cookies. So
right.
if you're doing multiple
If
batches,
there's leavening
it all
involved,
needs to be the
Right.
same.
But something like this, nah, you can put it in
it
whenever
would
you
have been
want.
fine.
Okay.
I
I
So
did
let's
watch
do
your video.
the Peg Bundy one.
Three and they were fine.
What'd you do?
I burnt my tongue. I ate 3 and they were fine, and the 4th one was really hot.
It's because you didn't preheat.
It's a.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
did preheat. I preheated this like an hour ago.
I will
because
say
I didn't want to forget.
it's not all evenly cooked.
What the heck am I supposed to do about that? There is a crack in my oven door. Do you
Proving
think
that
that's a problem?
preheating is not necessary then, right?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Are we gonna do the Mount Rushmore of
Fat people?
Ooh,
Well,
I know
now
which
we have
one
to
I'd
do that.
pick.
We have
on
to
my
do that.
600-pound life.
Buddha.
Lizzo?
Buddha wasn't really fat.
Buddha was fat.
No, it
What?
wasn't.
Lizzo was fat. Why are you guys laughing
Lizzo
at that?
is,
Lizzo's
yes.
fat.
She's a big
Buddha
one.
was not fat. It's a myth.
I'm going to get a little more. Is that okay?
You can have as much as you want.
I'm a big girl. I eat.
I can't believe she's having sex.
I think Lizzo takes up 3 of the spots.
first. All right. So the Mount Rushmore of fat people is
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
It's just Lizzo.
She gets 3 spots, and then Buddha's the other one. But you say Buddha's not fat.
Correct.
Buddha is fat.
Nope, the depictions are wrong. He was not fat.
You know, Napoleon wasn't short. Did you know that?
No, I don't believe that.
It's true.
Really?
How
Yeah.
short was he?
He was normal for the time.
What
he
is
was
normal?
height.
Like
I mean,
5'2"?
yeah. No. He was like 5'4", 5'5".
That's pretty short.
But at the time where he was, that was a normal height. And one of the reasons that they think he was so short, or that the myth has continued, is that you can go to the museum and see his clothes, but these clothes, after like 200 years, they shrink
yeah.
over time. So it looks like very small. And today he would be considered, oh yeah, he's kind of a short. He'd be like Tom Cruise's height or something. You know what I mean? You'd be like, okay, he's kind of short. But he wasn't like diminutive like people say.
No, I was thinking the kitchen, Mount Rushmore of kitchen people. Alton Brown.
Oh, right, we got to do
Yeah,
that. So, what's his name? The guy that yells all the time.
Gordon Ramsay.
He belongs on
my
there.
guy.
I like
He's
Gordon
cool.
Ramsay.
I love Gordon Ramsay.
He's cool.
Paul Hollywood.
Oh. I think Paul Hollywood belongs there. Are we going to put a female on there? Is it going to be an all-male kitchen?
Well,
Celebrity
Julia
kitchen?
Childs. I mean,
Who would we
Julia
put?
Childs.
Paula Dean.
Paula
Paula
Dean is
Dean's
iconic.
cool.
But remember, she's
I like her.
racist.
Julia.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I
know
know.
about that. I
Julia
mean,
Childs
done
is like the OG of cooking shows, right? Oh, what about the Cajun Chef? Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Justin Wilson. Yeah, he's one of the
His
ones
name's
that
Justin Wilson?
Love him.
I didn't know his name, but I knew his name. He's got red suspenders, and he always
Like,
puts
I
extra hot sauce
guarantee.
on it. Yeah,
Guarantee.
Yeah.
That guy's pretty great.
Justin Wilson? I don't like that name for him. He seems more like
It feels like it should be like Beauregard or
yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
you know?
Beauregard's a good name. Okay. So we got to nail this down.
It can't be Alton Brown. I love Alton Brown, but he doesn't belong on the list.
Okay. So Julia Childs,
Yeah.
Cajun Chef,
Cajun Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Super
would-
iconic.
Very iconic.
Like Guy.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about what's the other dude?
Andrew Zimmern.
I like
That's
Andrew
my
Zimmern
guy.
a lot, but he doesn't like cook. He just goes places to
Yeah.
eat. Same thing with Guy Fieri. What's the guy? What's his name? He's very popular.
I don't know.
Preston, why are you? Why do you exist?
I don't know.
We
That's
bring him on to look things up. That's his
Famous-
only role.
And I'm the one that gets left out of the group chat.
Famous
This is
TV
ridiculous.
chefs. It's he's very popular. You're gonna know him when you hear his
Okay.
name.
American guy?
Yeah, he's American.
Bobby Flay?
Bobby Flay.
Oh, Bobby Flay. Yeah.
Bobby Flay
Yeah,
is
he's
maybe
good.
belongs on that list. So Cajun Chef.
Okay.
Justin Wilson. And what is he, like a baseball
Sounds
player
like
or
a
something?
bull rider.
Yeah, he does sound like a bull rider. Yeah, coming out of the stocks next from Johnson, Idaho. Whatever. Julia Childs,
Yeah.
Cajun Chef, Bobby Flay, and Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
This is maybe an outlier, but George Foreman.
Well, I mean, he didn't have a TV show. He was infomercials.
But he was in the kitchen.
He was in the kitchen.
I think
a
he's
lot.
more known for the
And-
George Foreman grill.
But he
than
didn't
was
even
for
invent
fighting.
it. It's just his name's on
I
it.
know.
You think he didn't invent that?
Are you telling me Mike Lindell didn't invent the My Pillow? Is that what you're saying right now?
Do you have a My Pillow?
I've had one.
Oh,
Yeah.
controversial. You didn't like it.
It wasn't what I liked is that you can wash it and it stays. That's really nice. But as far as like support and all that, I didn't think it was anything to write home
wasn't your
about.
pillow.
You know?
Yeah. So use Lauer Road Radio at checkout.
Yeah, go to
It wasn't your pillow.
No, it was not my pillow.
Now it's
Perfect.
someone else's pillow.
If you go to mypillow.com and in the code you enter Lauer Road Radio, then you can get whatever deal is offered.
Uh-huh.
But
We were
please
going to
do
do,
that.
what was the other Mount Rushmore?
Well, we were doing the Mount Rushmore fat people, but Lizzo took up 3 spots.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Was there something else? I felt we were missing something.
Does feel like we're missing
We're
something.
talking about the ashes.
Oh, yeah, about My Strange Addiction. So
yeah, the
people
ashes.
eat that human
Yeah.
ashes. How do they get a hold of this?
I mean, someone dies, and then you burn them, and then you take your finger and you just dip it in.
And just kind of lick it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you
Just
just
kind of
Like,
eat.
do they do it all in one setting or like over time?
Oh no, over
Oh,
time.
it's over time. I don't
Is
think
it-
they're sitting like
Is it illegal?
Guzzling human ashes.
Shouldn't that be illegal?
I
I'm
it's-
sure it is.
it's-
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it is.
But it's on a TV show. So, like, are the
Well,
cops
there's
going
lots
to
of
come
things
get
on
these
TV
people?
shows.
Well, but they're sick. So
Yeah.
Mentally ill.
So it's okay.
All right, I guess it's okay to eat human remains. That's disgusting. But people actually do this.
Yeah. They
What's-
just take our fingers.
I just
Are we
don't-
out of time?
I
Is that it?
Yeah, well, Jason,
Jeez.
we're at 51 minutes.
What's
Listen,
the
when
weirdest
eat-
thing
when
you ever eaten?
Oh,
turtle.
Turtle.
Yes, I caught it. I loved fish. I caught it. It was big, and somebody said, "Hey," and they took care of it. And it was like chili.
Like
It was
over a
delicious.
cook fire, over a fire, campfire?
Well, no, ground up the meat and then put it in like a chili
Okay.
type thing, and it was delicious actually. Just
Really?
like hamburger. Yeah.
I saw a turtle the other day.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I did. Did you know that eagles pick up turtles and then
No.
they fly them like
And
way
drop
high in
them?
the air and they drop them on rocks and then that's how they get them?
That is genius.
David Attenborough taught me that.
That is so cool.
What is the weirdest thing I've ever eaten? I know I've eaten weird things.
Mine's iguana.
Iguana?
Yeah.
How was it?
Disgusting.
Okay.
It was just like really slimy.
Yeah.
I used to eat bugs when I was little.
I know I've had shark. I've had alligator.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Mine is 17 White Castles.
I find if you nugget anything and then deep fry it, you know what I mean? Like if you turn it into that, like
Yeah.
with alligator, shark,
Yeah,
it's
me
gonna
too.
be
Alligator,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Jason, that's a show.
That actually went by really, really quick.
Amy, thanks for coming to Marion,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yeah, I hope it was worth it for you.
It was. This was a
Jason,
lot of
your
fun.
check will be in the mail as soon as we get ours.
And what a great place too, by the way. This is so cool.
This is the Loft. We talk about it a lot, but we don't show it. This is the Loft, and this is one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons I think I'm better than everybody else. All right. This is Dan signing off for Jason and Amie Whatserface. What a great name, though, by the way.
Oh,
Good
thank you.
marketing. I like that. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
I would change the Amie to a Y, though. That's the only
Yeah, that's the
point
only
I
thing.
have. This is Dan signing off for Jason and Amie Whatserface. And Jesse, we're going to get you on that group text again, Jesse. Reminding you to always keep your stick.
I'm thoroughly salty about
Keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Bubba, sit. Good night.
I have spoken.
it. Good night, Flower Patch Kids.
That was quick.
It was.
Could not believe that.
Well, it's all of the action. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. Normally, we're not so interactive.
So honestly, what'd you really think?
No, I liked it. I'm kind of